Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Florida Boy. This is my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the Fireflies AA stainless steel light. Let's get into it. So right off the bat, I bought this from the JL Hawaii 808 website. That's jlhawaii808.com. Sorry. Jackson Lee over there, super nice guy, really great, has a lot of great products on his website. He runs a couple different stores. Highly recommend. So this light itself, I've actually really been enjoying it. It's just a AA or 14500 flashlight. And this one comes in two different variations. You can get the one that I got that does come with the micro USB charging, or the other variant, it does not have the little micro USB port that you have access to if you unscrew unscrew the top just a little bit, and you can see we have this little charging port. And just to show you, whenever I plug this in, I did do this on the unboxing video, but just for the sake of this video, you can see we do get a nice little blue LED to let you know it is actually charging. And now it is only going to charge if you have a 14500 battery hooked up on the inside of this. So important to note, will not charge a normal AA battery. This light runs $33 for the version with the micro USB port. And the other version runs like right at like 30 bucks, like $29 and some change. That one was actually sold out, so this is the only one that's currently available right now. But for only a few dollars difference, why not? If you're ever kind of caught out and need to charge it real fast, not a bad thing to have. So this runs the, oh gosh, I don't know how to say it, Imalent pills, which is the driver, the LED. And there you go. You can see we have like a nice neutral white. I really like the color on this, and this does actually have two modes. So when I first did the unboxing video, I wasn't 100% sure how to access the second mode, and of course I have since figured it out. So whenever we turn this on, we click, and then we can momentary press like this, and then you see we go into moonlight mode. So after moonlight mode, after a few seconds, it'll flash, turn the light off, turn it on, and now we are in mode 2. And mode 2 is going to have 5 modes. Now this is, strobe warning. This does have strobe and SOS, but the mode number 2 has 5 different, well, I guess I was going to say modes, but 5 different brightness levels, which is low, medium, high, strobe, SOS. So we are on low, medium, high, and there's your strobe, and there's your SOS, and then back down to low. And then once we're on low, we can give it another, I think it was about 5 seconds. It'll flash, turn the light off, turn it on, and now we are at mode 1, which is just low, medium, high. That is my preference. That's how I've been carrying it, but pretty simple, not a whole lot to it. Just wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way because I was a little confused reading the instructions before, but I got the hang of it once I started playing with it. So size-wise, here is a Olight i3T. This is a AAA light, so you can see that this light actually is very slim. It's really not that big. I think that's why I like it so much. It's got a very nice size. I'm still not the biggest fan of the pocket clip. It does kind of swivel freely, and if you pull up, it does kind of dislodge a little bit. I haven't had any issues. I know that was one of the things I was pointing out, was I didn't know if I was going to have any issues with that. None so far. So take that what you will. Here is the i5R. This is the HCRI model, and that is a AA light that is quite a bit bigger. I guess just longer, I would say, but still, it is bigger. That is definitely a better size. Go ahead and throw up the Rider RX. This is the titanium version. The RX is the one that has the bolt action, just in case you forgot the name of it. That is that one. So there you go. Give you a nice little size comparison for that. Here is the Baton 3 Pro Max. This is a completely different kind of light, but just so you can see the size difference, there you are. We'll just do a couple more. Here is an Arcfeld. This is the UV model, and yeah, it's a good size. Arcfeld's kind of a popular light right now, so it's, a lot of people should be pretty aware of how big that light is. So I'm just going to do a couple more. Here's a Warrior Mini Eternal Edition, and just for one more frame of size reference, here is the Rat Model 1. I'm sure a lot of people watching this channel have a pretty good idea how big that knife is. Same thing with like the Pyrite. I've got it next to me if you just want to see how big this is in comparison to a knife. It is a pretty small flashlight. It's actually very comparable to like the Olight Autical. There you go, which is just a little utility knife. I've actually been enjoying minimal carries a lot lately, so that's why I kind of like how small it is. And it fits in my little Alpaka pouch pretty nice. So, also a plus. So when we're looking at this, and we are looking at lumen wise, max lumens is 220 lumens, and that's gonna be enough for most people on their like normal day-to-day use. You really don't need a ton more than that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a pretty good amount of light, unless you're, literally out there in the dark in the woods, pitch black. Now going back to my 14500, mine is not a flat top. On the instructions, it does say that it calls for a flat top. Mine's a button top, still works fine. I don't know. You do what you will. I couldn't find an extra flat top laying around, so I just threw a button top in there to see if it would work, and it works fine. So no complaints. Go ahead and get this thing screwed back in. There we go. All right, there we go. So try not to blind you. So here is your emitter, and that's going to be the Nichia 219B, and a whole bunch of other numbers. If you're interested, it's R220, R9080, SW40K. But the main thing to know, it is a Nichia 219B, or Nichia, or who, everybody pronounces it different. As far as the light itself goes, aesthetically, I really, really like the way this light looks. It is very reminiscent of an Okluma to me, and I kind of dig that. Okluma is one of my grail lights, but I like it. And we will go out and do some beam shots here in just a second. Looking at it on the table, though, you can see we have a nice focus beam in the middle, and then as we back out, you can see the spill. There we go. That's on high, and then that's on low. I'm a fan, man. I really am. We'll compare it to some of the other lights in this category, and then maybe just a couple lights that are in the size category, but that put out a bunch more light. So we'll try to keep it a little even on for comparisons. I'm not trying to just show that this thing, just keep in mind it's a AA light. So last thing I want you to hear before we go do that is this insane button. So listen to this. The clicks on that button are just so good. And actually, I also have, hold on, I have another, where is it? Oh, you know what? Right here. There we go. I was going to say, I know I have another Fireflies light. So here is another Fireflies light that I have, also has the same awesome clicky button. Oh man, I love their switches. Yeah, I love their switches. Oh man, they're just so clicky. They sound so good. And this has been pretty nice too, in my pocket, outside my pocket, whether it's in a pouch or not. I have not accidentally turned this on, which was something I was a little worried about since it does not have a lockout mode. Has not been an issue. And yeah, in case you're wanting to see the size difference from the Cube, there you go. Like I said, I've got a lot of good things to say about this. Probably will not do a lanyard on it, but yeah, let's go do some beam shots real fast and we'll come back. All right, so I've been waiting for the AC unit to cut off and it's just not gonna do it. It's been super hot here in Florida and my AC runs all the time. So yeah, we're just gonna kick it with the AC. It'll shut off here eventually, but mosquitoes are real bad and the weather is spotty. So I'm gonna get the recording in while I can. The light you can see that's on right now, this is literally just light on the tripod. I'm about to shut it off so we can go ahead and start doing some beam shots. So first up, here we go. We can see the glare is super, super crazy. We got our Fireflies AA light, and we're gonna go ahead and start her off on low. Camera probably won't even pick this up. The moonlight is super, super dim. And keep in mind, this is a AA light, so it's not gonna be bright to begin with, but we'll go ahead and kick it up to medium. There we go. And now you can see, for this being a AA light, this actually puts out a lot of light. That's your high mode. And if you see the fence way out there in the corner, that's right about 35 yards. Like I've been saying since I started talking about this light, it's quickly becoming one of my favorites. So first up, we're gonna go ahead and do a little comparison. Go ahead and turn on my front light here. We're gonna do the Olight i5 on the left, go back to the Fireflies on the right. Go ahead and flip this light off. So go ahead and turn on our Firefly on, we'll just say medium, since the Olight only has 2 settings anyways. All right. I think I just got a mosquito in my mouth. No, I'm just kidding. That would be super gross. So here is your Olight. Here's your i5 on the low or medium setting. Here is your Firefly light on the medium setting. We'll go ahead and kick up the Firefly to high, and there we go. Finally shut off. And the Olight i5 on high. So here's your Olight. Here's your Firefly. And the Olight, that is the HCRI model. So that is your high CRI. So you can see a little bit of a difference there. Olight definitely has a bigger, I wouldn't say it's more of a focus beam. It's definitely more floody. You can tell the Firefly has a nice spot in the middle and then it's the spill around it. So there we go for those two. Go ahead and turn my little area light back on real fast. And I figure we'll go ahead and do a couple that are kind of hot right now. So here is your Ace Beam Rider. This glare is kind of wicked that's going on here. I don't know what the deal is. And then, like always, Firefly will be on the right. Shut off my little area light. And they both have 3 modes. So camera probably won't pick this up, but anyways, we're gonna run Moonlight is running now. So here is the medium on the Ace Beam Rider RX. Here is the medium on the Firefly. And high. And oh, there we go, high. I keep forgetting that the Firefly has a half click, a momentary click when it's turned on to switch between brightness levels. But here you go, you can see the difference. There we go. So now we are going to jump to one of the new hotness that's going on. This is the 1000 lumen Ace Beam Pokelit. This thing is a monster. So like the Olight, it has a low and a medium and a high. So, or not like the Olight, I'm sorry. I meant to say unlike the Olight. So we'll go both on low. ace beam on the left, medium on the ace beam, medium on the Fireflies, and then we'll do high on the ace beam and high on the Firefly. And the ace beam's 1,000 lumens. I mean, this thing's gonna light up the whole yard. Pretty hard to compare with that, really. I mean, it's a monster of a flashlight, especially for when it goes on sale for like 20 bucks. Really can't beat that. All right, so last but not least, we are going to run just an Olight i3, and this is a AAA light, so not super fair, but we'll go ahead and give it a go. So i3 on the left, on medium or low. This is medium for the Firefly. Sorry, getting bit on the hand by a mosquito. And then we'll bump the Firefly up, and then we'll bump the Olight up. The i3Ts always seem to impress me. I mean, look at that. That's the AAA. But you can see how different the beam color is. The beam on this Firefly light is just so nice. It's just such a pretty color. And especially for the price you get these things at, I mean, you really can't go wrong with one of these guys. So let's get back to the table. All right, so you can see for a AA light, or 14500, whatever you want to label it as, it really isn't bad. It really is a pretty good light. Like I've enjoyed carrying this as a normal EDC light. Whenever we look at this from tip to toe, I mean, we're at like what, right at 3¼ inches. So it is little. I really like that, actually, which is weird because I usually like carrying big lights. And then for the weight, you can see 2.5 ounces. Keep in mind, this is a stainless steel flashlight. It's not, aluminum or anything like that. So a little bit heavier. Anytime you get stainless, it's going to be a little bit heavier. It is not, I don't know how easy it is to tell from the camera. It's not like polish. It's kind of got like almost like a belt satin finish. It is shiny, but it is not like shiny. Giving you an idea of what I mean by that, I have the Olight, what is it? The i3T in stainless. That's what it is. There we go. So here is an actual like polished stainless light. This is the i3T from Olight, and that is a polished stainless. So just to give you an idea of the difference of the finish, it is like a belt satin. Definitely not like a high mirror polish or anything, but I like that. If I'm going to carry it, I'd rather it be kind of a more of a satin than a polish. Polish is kind of hard to keep up with, and it's going to scratch and all that good stuff. So if you like to keep your gear kind of nice and pretty, then the finish is good. I like the finish. So the only thing I'm worried about is this. You saw how easy that is to pop off. That worries me a little bit. I mean, not a ton, but a little bit. So we'll see. We'll keep figuring it out. But for a $30 flashlight, I really do think this is a great deal. This is a great light. I really like the emitter. I mean, anytime you get an Initia emitter, I don't know what it's spelled AIRAYLAND, Arrayland pills for driver and LED. I don't know. He's got that listed on the website. All I know is the emitter is the Initia. So, anybody who knows more about flashlights than me, you can clear that up. But that is, I guess, a first look or, kind of a review. I'm still carrying this and I'm still really enjoying it. The nice thing about flashlights is you don't have to really carry them a ton before you kind of know enough about them once you've had quite a few. But so far, it's been good. I enjoy it. It's nice. I don't have a ton of complaints. And for 30 bucks, I mean, you can't, like I said, you can't really complain. I think it's great for $30, to be honest. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. Thanks again, guys. Catch you on the next one.